Florida's Energy Infrastructure Overview and Recommendations by John McLaughlin and Jack McDougall.
Florida was second only to Texas in 2014 in net electricity generation from natural gas. The residential sector typically consumes half of Florida's electricity, in part because of high air conditioning use during the hot summer months and widespread use of electricity or home heating during the winter months.
Florida has few crude oil reserves, so Florida has to rely heavily on imported petroleum products. Natural gas has almost entirely displaced petroleum. Florida has 3 nuclear power plants amounting to a total of 10.4% of the state's net energy generation.
Shown here is a breakdown of the primary energy sources' share of state total percentage in just the summer months as well as yearly.
Only 2.3% of electricity comes from renewable sources. Most of its renewable energy comes from biomass. Florida has limited wind resources and no implemented wind devices.
By the year 2023, biomass will account for over half of Florida's renewable energy capacity. Florida has industrial sites including food processing and chemical facilities that can use biofuels, as well as a nuclear power plant, Turkey Point, which has applied to add 2 new reactors at its facility.
Florida is currently planning to add to the natural gas system by adding 2 pipelines, the Sabal Trail Transmission, shown in green, and the Florida Southeast Connection, shown in blue.
Florida has many energy policies currently in place. A few of the main ones are shown. One in particular is the Florida Energy Climate Protection Act, which has an end goal of getting below the state's 1990s emissions levels by the year 2050.
Florida does not have any statewide renewable energy portfolio requirements, but it does have some state and local incentives for certain renewable energy facilities. In 2009, Gainesville Municipal Electric Utility became the first utility in the nation to offer to pay customers for any excess power sent to the electric grid from the customer-sited solar energy facilities.
In order to meet the rising level of demand, Florida must seek out sustainable and low-risk alternatives to meet this level of energy consumption. We suggest the following renewable energy alternative. Introduce hydrokinetic electric devices that generate energy using the motion of the ocean's waves.
Areas in yellow and red indicate areas of potentially high turbulence, which will yield the highest potential wave energy generation.
There is already a successful implemented linear hydrokinetic electric device in the United Kingdom.
Here we have our pros and cons to our hydrokinetic electric device implementation. Some notable pros are it's renewable and there are no greenhouse gas emissions.
And one of the main cons is the environmental effects.
Here are our references. This concludes our presentation. Thank you for listening.